My name is Sherry Dissinger, and I'm the 7th grade counselor at Robinson Middle School, and I am happily enjoying my time in Plano ISD being a counselor. The way that I help students to access all that Plano ISD has to offer is by meeting with students and families. One of the most important things I feel that we can do is to meet with students, whether they come in for a request for a schedule change or have a need for a friend concern. It's just to ask them some questions about what they want to do and what they want to be someday, and incorporate that into suggestions for what they might want to do in the future. How can we introduce programs to them, elective choices, things that they're inspired by, and just to give them the opportunities to see how that can grow from year to year and not just look at it on a one-time basis, but the progression of all of that development going through high school. The advice I give to families when they're asking me about their course choices or looking at their future plans and how to balance everything on their plate is I ask them some questions about what their future goals are, things that they're interested in, and I want to inquire about what they're inspired by. I want to see what they want to know about and what they want to attempt in higher rigor, and then I want to make suggestions based on what they're requesting. And then based on balancing, all of us have 24 hours in a day. Nobody gets 25 or 26, no matter how big the list is. And so we want to make sure that we're placing our goals and our values first and planning and prioritizing. So all of our students get the idea that, hey, we're all the same, we all get 24 hours, and we need to balance that with what comes first, whether that's family, chores, career choices, a balance of what we want to do for fun, friend time, and everything else that goes into being a human. Because we all need a break from time to time, and we can't all do everything for everyone at all times. So we have to prioritize. CCMR stands for College, Career, and Military Readiness. And what it means to me as a middle school counselor is just to help looking at the preparation and the planning for students so that they are ready for that next step, which would be post-secondary. All of them will go out of high school and develop into a human doing some type of a job, and we want to make sure that their motivation is being met with the opportunities that we offer in Plano. We want to make sure that if they're going to a career, that they have everything they need to do to fill out a resume, to be prepared for getting into a career choice or an internship. We want to make sure that if they're looking at an occupation that requires a degree, that what do they need to do to step onto that college campus and be ready for that next step after they go to high school. And then if they're considering military, we want to make sure that they are ready to head out to basic camp and get started learning through leadership, and also just to have basic preparation for what next steps are for them. We don't want anybody to be blindsided when they leave campuses in 12th grade. We want them to look at that as their launching pad and their next steps. Well, when I think about what makes me smile every day is I have this lovely treasure box on my desk. And these are seashells that I've collected from the state of Texas beaches. And being at the beach is a personal joy for me, but it also reminds me of my why, which is my kids at school. Every single seashell in here has a different shape or color, texture. They have smooth edges, broken edges. None of them are perfect. They're all very unique and special, and they were all hand-picked treasures by me. Much like my students at Robinson, I want to make sure that every day that I'm there to meet their joys and to try to bring them to part of being my treasures at school. And so that brings me joy every day to see my treasures here and then to see my kids at school every day. My why. When I come to school every day, I want to make sure that when students walk in this building that they feel loved and cared for and that they feel supported. I want them to feel that they know who they can come to when they need help, when they have a question, or if they just need some assistance with some support or leadership in some way, that I can help them to feel comfortable and confident in their learning so that they're able to progress to the next level. And that's my why.